Hello everybody, Taria Vision Avant here, and we're live today. We are live, y'all. We're about to get into this training. If you are a speaker, if you are a coach, or you are in network marketing, you are in the right place at the right time. My goal is to literally show you how to generate over $5,000 within the next couple of days with a book. Now, whether or not you're already an author or a future author, trust me, this is going to be awesome. So make sure that you plug in. Do me a favor, go ahead just so that I can know that you can hear me. Type into the chat space what city and state you're chiming in from, and let's get started. All right. So hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, good. You guys are live. You can see me, hear me. I was broadcasting on the wrong channel. Well, it wasn't the wrong channel. It was the correct channel, but I went to the wrong link. So anyways, welcome. We have Flint, Michigan here, Las Vegas, Nevada, Baltimore, Maryland. Where are you guys chiming in from? Dallas, Texas, all of this good stuff. I know we have a lot of people that are going to be watching this video. And even if you happen to come across this video and you're watching the replay, darling, please type into the chat space. There are going to be thousands of people watching this video. Trust me. It's going to be some people that are going to believe in what I'm about to teach y'all, and some people who are skeptical. Okay, so it is what it is. But I know that what I'm about to teach you guys absolutely works. And so I'm super excited to have you guys here. Continue to keep on typing to the chat space with city and state and all that good stuff. And we're going to get into this training. So I'm going to pull up a screen real quick. I have prepared a training for you guys. Yes, darling. I have prepared for you. So hold on one sec. Let me make sure. Actually, I'm going to do like this. Boom. Okay. So you guys should be able to see. And then I'm going to go here. I meant to hide that. Hold up. No. What I want to do, I'm going to close these because I want to see the chat, and we're going to share my screen so you guys can see this presentation. Okay, awesome. So everybody should be able to see this presentation. You should be able to see this. It says how to make up to $5,000 pre-selling your book. So if you guys can see this, just go ahead and type into the chat space. I can see it. And we're going to go ahead and get into this thing. So what we're going to cover today is, first of all, hold on, let me move this down out the way because it's like in the way. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it. Okay, so what we're going to cover today is how to use your book or future book to generate $5,000 within a couple of days. I promise you guys, this absolutely works. We're going to talk about 3 techniques. Number 1, how to utilize social media. And some of you guys have maybe heard me talk about this, but we're going to go into some detail today. We're also going to be talking about dialing for dollars. Now, I don't know how, what everybody does. Matter of fact, while you guys are here, because again, I know thousands of people are going to watch this, I am one of them type of coaches where I believe in abundance. I believe that we can all work together and do so many great things together. So do me a favor, because I'm going to introduce myself. I want you guys to introduce yourselves. So into the chat space, I would like for you guys to tell me who you are. So for example, like, who do you serve and how do you serve them? And please, include your website, because you just never know. Somebody might be watching this training that needs what you have. And I'm a big believer that in life, sometimes your main role is to be the person to connect another person to another person. And God will continue to still bless a seed that is sown in good, fertile ground. So go ahead and introduce yourself. But today we're going to be talking about social media, what to post, how to message people, all that different type of stuff. Also, dialing for dollars, which is a technique that I actually learned when I used to be in network marketing. And I'm going to show you guys, some of y'all have never seen me talk about this influencer marketing technique that's going to literally blow you guys away, okay? Now, actually, I got to add in one additional thing. I did not put this on here, but I will. So just make sure to remind me, okay, guys, because I didn't put it in the presentation. So in case I do forget, but I don't think I will, I want to show you one additional technique for social media. Okay, so when you see me get to the flyer where I'm going to show you guys a flyer that has all the pre-order supporters, I want to show you a technique. Okay, now who is this for? This training is for future authors and current authors. So even if, by the way, if you already have your book out and you are 100% self-published, that means that you own 100% creative control of your book. This will still help you. Now, if you don't, then you might just want to be thinking about a new book. Hello? A new book that you can produce. And I'm a big believer that you write a book to write another book anyways. Like, you should never be in a space of where you think that I'm just going to write one book and that's it. And I'm not going to go into that training today, but you write a book to write another book. Okay. And if you are a speaker, coach, or in network marketing, you might not think you need to write a book. I'm here to let you know, everybody, if you are in a space of influence or wish to be, you need to have some kind of book that is teaching transformation. And I'm going to show you guys how to be able to make some money with it. Now, disclaimer, this is not a get rich quick situation. So if you think, this is something that is, I could just put a post and forget about it. No, it does take work. And if you do not follow this to the T, I promise you guys, it is not going to work. It is not going to work. Okay. And if you are skeptical, then just log off. Somebody had commented on one of my posts the other day talking about this is a scam. First of all, this training is free. I didn't charge anybody $1 to be a part of this training. So either you try it and it works, or you don't and it don't. Hello? But I'm going to tell you this. If you come into this skeptical, you're not going to follow it to the T. You're going to add in your own, whatever, your own sauce, and it is not going to work. And so I'm telling you guys, when I go over this training, you've got to be willing to follow this to the T if you wish for this to work. I see people, they improvise all the time and they get disappointed because it doesn't work. Okay, does that make sense? And so hopefully that makes sense. Now, things you should know. Your book does not have to be printed. If your book is already printed, no worries. You can always redo it, okay? You can use this money to assist with actually the printing and publishing in your book. This can also be a lot of fun, guys. I truly enjoy doing this. Every single time I have a new book coming out, I get excited about this process. And you can include those who pre-order in your book, which increases the value. Okay, you now have individuals who are going to become ambassadors to promote your book. Okay. So let's get into this. So first, as you guys are typing in your introductions, I'm assuming that's what you guys are doing. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I won't go too long because I know that some of you guys know who I am, or maybe somebody sent you this video, and I definitely want to make sure that I respect your time and give you the value. So I'm originally from Hampton, Virginia, born of Andre Bernard Avant, as well as Beverly Melissa Doman. This is my mom and dad. They were getting married when I was in Arizona. And my mom was from New York. My dad was from South Carolina. New York, Conway, South Carolina. And my dad was a big techie. Right. So I actually fell in love with technology because of him. I'm a gadget nerd. I love gadgets. I am the girl who will buy gadgets over clothes any day of the week. But he was also, they both were in the U.S. Air Force, which is how they actually met. And my mom was just an amazing spirit. She ended up passing away, though, when I was 11 years old due to cirrhosis of the liver, unfortunately. And if anybody knows what that is, you know what my childhood was definitely like. But my parents were amazing. And then my father was able to meet another amazing woman who is now my mom, and her name is Veronica. And so she actually is in North Carolina. My dad did end up also passing away, unfortunately, from stage 4 lung cancer. And so she has been definitely an incredible rock to my life. And it's just an amazing thing to have people in your life where you want to do more for. And so I just want to shout out Veronica. Went to Hampton University, graduated with a degree in computer science. And so shout out to all of my HBCUs. And unfortunately, though, like a lot of college graduates, I ended up broke, busted, and disgusted, child. I wasn't making no type of income, no type of coin, no type of money. And I don't know if anybody can relate. If you can relate, just go ahead and let me know if you can relate. Are we still live? Lord Jesus. Let me make sure we still live, y'all. Okay, yeah, we're still live. I just wanted to make sure because I ain't see nothing, nobody typing. And I was like, are we live, chat? Let me make sure. Let me just double check real quick, chat, because I don't want y'all to miss this good information. Okay, yeah.
Live chat.
Yes, we are live.
Sure.
I'm just not seeing it. Okay, there we go. The chat has been deceiving. Okay, hold on one sec, y'all. I'm not seeing the chat. No love. Okay, that's fine. I can see the chat on my phone. So good deal. Okay. All right. So with that stated, broke, busted, and disgusted, the case of the BBDs is where I was at, y'all, when I graduated from college, like a lot of college graduates, unfortunately. And it was not a good look. But okay, guess what? I ended up trying everything. Like when I tell you, y'all, I have tried it all. I have tried it all, honey. So knives, vacuum cleaners. I've done door-to-door sales, insurance. I actually have my health and life insurance. I was a bails bondsman, like tried it all, but I was really good at trying and quitting. A professional tripreneur and quitpreneur. Like that's all I did. Try, and never really stuck anything out. Then after my father was diagnosed with cancer and he ended up passing away, what happened was I ended up moving to Atlanta, Georgia, guys. This is where I decided to go onto this journey of stop starting stuff and quitting stuff, stop trying things, and really focus on building a true success story as being an entrepreneur, right? I got into one home-based business. Before this company, I became a diamond consultant in that company, generating a high six-figure income. And then I ended up getting into this company right here called Organo Gold, where I also became one of the top female income earners in the industry, generating a high six figures, which was definitely awesome. That's me speaking in front of about 10,000 people on the left. Over the past 9 years, since 2014, I've made it my business to invest into myself over $400,000. I've invested into myself to be able to build 2 successful home-based businesses. And now I like to call this a traditional business, but I'm a coach. I'm a business coach. 2014, I decided to leave the industry of network marketing so that I could help coach other network marketers, speakers, and coaches of all different businesses without having challenges with integrity. When you are in network marketing, the biggest challenge when you become a coach, y'all, is that you can't, people don't really trust you in the coaching space because they think that you might try to recruit their people into the business. So I had to make a decision to step out and become a full-time coach. Now, this is the deal. What is funny, before I made a decision to step out into coaching, I want y'all to know, in network marketing, if you really get it with the right product, the right leadership, and you have the right work ethic, you can make a ton of money. And I was making a great amount of money, but on the inside, I was empty. I would have this face on where I was smiling at everybody. Everybody thought I was living a life. But the truth was, y'all, I was very unhappy inside. I mean, literally, I fell into a deep depression. And I'll never forget it. I was in Las Vegas and really trying to make a decision on if I even wanted to be here anymore. And at that point, because God made me too afraid to make a decision to leave, I then asked him, God, what is my purpose? And I don't know if anybody's ever asked that question to God. But the funny thing about it is that a lot of times when you ask that question, he might even answer it in a way that you were not expecting, right? You're like, well, wait a minute, that ain't what I want to do, right? But guys, purpose don't mean that it's always going to be pleasurable. Purpose don't mean that it's always going to be perfect. In fact, even walking in your purpose, there's going to be setbacks and challenges, but you're going to inspire people. And there's no better place to be but walking in your purpose, because it gives you the best balance that you can ever have, the most peace. I am the most peaceful that I've ever been in my entire life doing what I do today. So the answer was do some workshops. In fact, I got an invite to do my very first workshop. If you see the picture that's on the bottom left hand corner, that collage, well, you can't see it. My picture's in the way. Well, you see me kind of wearing like that fedora hat. Well, y'all can't see it, but that's an image of my very first workshop. And I had 61 people that showed up. I have 5 people that enrolled into my program. And ever since then, y'all, I was on the road. I was doing workshops. Now, I don't recommend it. I'm just going to let y'all know, I do not recommend to go on a tour doing workshops all over the country because the internet has allowed us to be able to touch so many people all over the nation, literally virtually. Most of you guys I've never even physically met, but we have met here through the internet and been able to leverage and utilize this opportunity for you guys to connect, right? I've written more than 15 books that are, titled with Taria Vaughn. And my latest book is the 10K book. We just celebrated this book, so I'm so excited. Thank you so much to everybody who's actually purchased this book, but most importantly, congratulations on grabbing a copy of this book, the 10K book, and it is how to turn the right book into a 5-figure business. I have been featured, as you can see, some of our amazing BPC members right here. We've been featured on the news, talking about our books, talking about these workshops. I've also been featured on TEDx. I'm a TEDx speaker, which was definitely something that was a bucket list opportunity for me. And most importantly, I've also been able to do some great missionary work. In fact, a couple of years ago, I went over to Ghana And I recommend everybody go to Ghana. I recommend you do. I can't speak about any other country in Africa because I've only been to Ghana and I've been there twice. But you'll see people who don't have much of anything, but they're just so happy. And it really changed my perspective on life and what was important. I fell in love over there, and I was able to go for 2 weeks. And what was crazy is I was able to go for 2 weeks and still have a business that was running and functioning. Now, our results and goals, we have more than 5,400 authorpreneurs. We actually now call them book profitpreneurs, with more than 50 plus collaboration projects that we've done. Guys, we have been able to help tons and tons of people to create books. In fact, our goal this year is to help more than 1,000 authors to generate over $10,000 plus per month, week, or day this year. Now, let's get into this training. Hold on real quick. Let me move my picture so it's not in the way. Excuse me, guys. I'll move you over to the bottom right hand corner so we can get good. I think that'll be better. Okay, so what you're going to need is a book cover. It can be temporary, and you can use Canva to create a temporary cover. Now, I do not recommend this be where your final cover is made because you got to know how to do the dimensions and all that good stuff. But this is where you can make a temporary cover. PayPal, you want to create a button that people can use to pay for your book, okay? An alternative to PayPal that I used for the 10K book is Ecwid. You're going to buy a domain and you're going to forward the domain to your PayPal button or your Ecwid button, okay? And you want to have a flyer to promote, but that comes that comes later on. You don't need to have the flyer right now. Right now, what you want to do is be able to put the word out there, okay? A script that you're going to use to call people, and you got to have a goal. So your goal would either be to pre-sell 50 books or to pre-sell 100 books. Now, I'm just going to be very transparent. Everybody's sphere of influence is different. But I promise you guys, if you're willing to follow these techniques, you're going to have an opportunity that will allow you to be able to pre-sell 50 to 100 books. But I typically say have a goal of 50 or have a goal of 100 and hit that goal. Okay? Now, myths about pre-selling. Now, some people think that in order for me to start pre-selling, I got to have a book. Now, this might be a little bit of contradictory because I did say to have a cover. But honestly, guys, before I've ever used my cover, I always made an announcement without one. And I'm going to show you an example. The fact is that less sometimes is always better. You don't necessarily need a cover to actually start pre-selling your book. Also, that you need to know the title of your book. Y'all, nobody really cares about the title. What people care about is the transformation that the book is promising. That's what people are searching for. So you don't have to have the title in order to be effective with pre-selling. Also, that you have to know exactly when it's coming out. You can just use a season. I know people who've been working on a book for 2, 3, 4. Some people come to me and say, Chad, I've been working on this book for 10 years. Now, we know that's not necessarily true. We know you ain't really been working on a book. You've been thinking about a book. You just never did it, right? But the truth is, guys, is that most people are not going to trip about a $20 purchase, okay? Now, yes, when you start getting sponsored ads and things like that, you want to make sure that you do let those people know, but you don't need to have the exact date that when it's coming out to pre-sell. Also, that people won't support you. Well, the truth is this: the people that you think will, won't. And the people that you think won't, will. So I don't leave nobody out. In this opportunity to be able to pre-order my book, that is a disservice if I don't offer that to the people that would love to be able to be a part of that. So I feel like everybody got to get this word. Everybody got to know that it's coming out. So I don't just pinpoint who I think gonna buy this stuff. No, everybody from A to Z, from B to E is gonna get this word, okay? So if you guys are ready to go, I want y'all to say ready. I need to make sure y'all say ready. And I see you guys in the chat space. Hello, hello, hello. Renee, Tamika, Coco, Oriel, Simonia, Melissa, Anita, let's see, Marquise, Coach Pat. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, this is going to be your social media post, okay? The first thing you're going to put is, I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. Who wants to be in it for free? Now, when I first started doing this, I used to put, I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. But I added in this last phrase because it allows me to identify people up front and save me time. Now, I'm going to show you this because I'm not one of those people that just going to tell y'all to do something and don't show you. So and save me time. Let's go here to Facebook. So as you can see, I went and did a search. I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. And these are all of the ones that I've done. February 2020, 60 comments. July 2020, 76 comments. Look, all the way back, July 3rd, 2017. Now, I only got 11 comments on that. The shade. January 11, 2021. I mean, when I tell you I've done this so many times, May 3rd, 2020. Here's somebody that actually did that, right? Let's see, 2021. I've always started off with I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. And so these simple posts, look how many times I've done it. I mean, I've done it so much to the point where sometimes people are like, this must be a training, right? But it works, guys. The less, the better. If you notice, and so when I try to stress to people, I do not create a flyer. I just simply put, and I don't add no images. I don't add any graphics. I just literally put the post out, and this works. 2019. And then after I get some pre-sales, then I go back and I might add a picture. Look at this. Tawana did. I'm excited to announce she got 192 comments. And so anyways, so what do you do once once you have put that post out? Well, I'm glad you guys asked, because then the next step is to then start getting the bag. Okay. All right. So look, this is what you do. So when they say, I want to be in the book, excuse me, guys. When they say, I want to be in the book, when they say, how can I do that? When they say whatever it's going to be, you're going to then say, comment on their post, reply to them and say, check your DM. Let's go back real quick and see. I'll go to one of my latest ones. Sometimes I get so many messages and I pre-sell so fast, I can't get to everybody. Look at what I put. It says, check your inbox. Well, DM, inbox, whatever you want to say. Check your inbox. Check your inbox. Check your inbox. Check your inbox. I do not say anything else. I don't say thank you. I don't say appreciate you. I just literally, because I'm getting straight to the business. They said me, yay. Look, she said, yay. I said, check your inbox. He said, congrats. I said, check your inbox. People did not, I don't care. You're going to get this smoke. Now, let me pull up another one where it says, who wants to be in it for free? Let me see if I can find one of those. Here's one. See, this is why I added this one, because it makes it easier. So they say, yes, I would. Check your inbox. Yes. Check your inbox. Check your inbox. So you see, I made it simple. Now, they've already expressed an interest in wanting to be in the book for free. Now, if I could, I'm going to make a quick disclaimer, because for some of us, we don't follow this, right? So let me go ahead and give you a quick disclaimer on this, okay? So with this stated, when we say for free, what we're saying is you can purchase a copy of this book and the same exact price that people are going to pay when I'm not pre-selling it, which is $20 plus shipping and handling, then you can pre-order and be listed in the book for free. I'm going to show you exactly what to say. Y'all, because some people are like, well, but they still have to pay. So what? It's not, because they are still getting listed in the book for free. Okay? They're not paying anything to be listed in my book. So they will forever be in my book. Some people will not even read your book. I want you to hear me clearly. What you're creating is forever ambassadors. Please listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. You will have people who will never read the doggone book, but baby, they gonna tell the people, oh, but listen though, I'm on page, Taria got me in the book on page, let me see, what page I got my acknowledgments on? On page, what is it, 7, 8, and 9, and I got them listed in the back of the book in the business listings on page 120 to 121. They're gonna know they were listed in the book. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? And so people will become lifetime ambassadors because they're listed. I actually had somebody the other day who tagged me on a post who was like, look, like, you know, like did a video showing their name in my book. I'm trying to told y'all got to start. Listen, this is business. You get listed in my book for free if you pre-order. I'm not charging you a fee for me to actually list you in something that's going to be forever. Am I making sense here? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, let's get into this. So, sorry, y'all, I was too hyped. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, so let's get back into this presentation. This training, y'all. If this training is good so far, I want y'all to say it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, so real quick, let me close these out. I gotta close these out because I have pulled up the screen so I can. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. So the next phase is once you say check your DM or check your inbox, you're going to say, hey, first name, whatever their first name. I'm excited because I have a book coming out this spring. And for the first 50 people who pre-order, I will list them in my book for free. Can I send you the link? Are y'all hearing me? Hey, first name, I'm excited because I have a book coming out this fall. What? It doesn't matter. It could be summertime. What's the order, y'all? I don't even know the order of this. Is it summer, spring, fall, winter? It could be summer, and your book won't be coming out till winter. That is 3 seasons from then. Okay, it does not matter. Just tell them a season. Okay. And you can base your season based off of when we do our boot camps, okay? So if you want to come to one of our boot camps and guarantee that your book will be done, well, then we can do that. We can have a conversation. Now, can I send you the link? You're literally giving them a question where they can say yes or no. Now, you're going to have some people that are going to ask you questions. We'll talk about those questions in a minute. But when they say yes, then you're going to send them the PayPal link or the Ecwid link, or if you customize. So let's say you go to GoDaddy and you purchase a domain, and then you take that domain and you forward it to the PayPal. Why would you do that? Because it makes it easier. It's not this long, weird link with, coding and stuff like that. And so you can always forward it to your PayPal link or your Ecwid link. Now, let me just say something, y'all. This is not where you want to be using Cash App. This is not where you want to be using the PayPal.me link. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Why do you not want to use the PayPal me link? Because they can go in and put whatever they want, and they do not submit their shipping information, their phone number, their email. Y'all, you're not just pre-selling for the sake of making money. You're also pre-selling for the sake of building your database. So as a business owner, y'all, because you now have a business selling a book, which is a product, you want to do it the right way. So please make sure, y'all, no Cash App, no Venmo, no PayPal me. Please create a PayPal custom button link or Ecwid, which is a shopping store. It's like Shopify, but you can list one item. It's like up to 3 or something like that for free. You don't even have to pay it. You connect your Stripe or Square, things like that, and you're able to actually now start making money from your store, okay? Now, if they ask you a question, I recommend you only respond up to 2 questions. If they keep asking you questions, then you need to let them go. Let me tell you what you're going to do. So if they say, well, what is the book about? Or what's the title of the book? Because some of y'all will create these questions before you even started pre-selling. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer them now, because I get people that do this all the time. Well, but have you put it out there yet? And yes, you might get a few and far between that'll ask you these questions, okay? But most people are super excited. Do you know 97% of most people who want to write a book never, ever, 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 ever will? The audacity. Now, I'm not telling y'all to start doing all this pre-selling and then go spend a check. If you know that listen, if you know that you might not write this book, then don't go spending all the money. But this should be motivation for you to raise the capital so that you can actually pay for the publishing. Hello, somebody? So they say, what is the book about? That's where you can tell them about the trend. And it doesn't need to be like, have a sentence. Well, it's about building relationships. Well, it's about getting a raise on a job. Well, it's about having a better marriage. Well, it's about losing weight. Well, it's about overcoming depression. Like, it doesn't need to be a whole synopsis, okay? People don't need all of that. And if they do need all of that, tell them to get it when it come out. When is it coming out? It's coming out in the spring. It's coming out in the fall, okay? How much is it? It's $20 plus, and this is minimum. You might sell it for more than that, but it's $20 plus shipping and handling. And shipping and handling, I typically do $4.99. I ship all of my books media mail. Now, with the exception of international, of course, that can actually end up costing much more money, but $20 plus shipping and handling. Now, if it's any other question, look, tell them, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just wait until the book comes out. I promise you, you're going to love it when it comes out. They just lose the opportunity to be listed. I'm not going to keep going back and forth because this is all about speed. It is so much more easier to make $5,000 fast than to make it slow. Everybody type that in. It's easier, and I know that some of us it's going to be difficult to understand this, right? It's easier to make $5,000 fast than it is slow. Type that in the chat space. It's easier to make $5,000 fast than it is slow. And so you don't have time to keep going back and forth with individuals when you got all these people talking about I do, okay? Now, once you start getting pre-sales, I recommend waiting until you get like at least 10. You're going to want to create a flyer. And the flyer is going to look like something like this. Now, if you notice, I pre-sold so fast, I just literally use the names of the people, like their PayPal names. Because some people use like their PayPal business accounts, their, regular names. And so I just listed the individuals who pre-ordered. Look at that cover. Hideous. Do y'all see that book cover? Hideous. By the way, look, it's changed. How to make 5 figures per month, week, or day as an author. I changed the subtitle. That cover looks a hot mess, but that's what I put up there because who cares? Now look at the official cover. And then after I, pre-sold and I hired my designer to make something look official. And so I didn't need to have a final cover in order to pre-sell. Okay. All of these actually pre-sold before I even showed this 10K book cover on the right. And so I created this flyer because then when you create a flyer to show that people are pre-ordering, then what happens is people have a fear of loss and they don't want to miss out on an opportunity. And so now you're going to have people that are going to say, oh, wait a minute. Let me get a copy. And you put the link. You notice I have the link down here. So the 10K bookpreneur, matter of fact, let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So www.the10kbookpreneur, if you go there, it forwards to this page. And this is my Equid store page. And so I literally only having it forward to the actual book itself, and then I changed the image after I had the cover design. But initially I had this little other cover. Initially I had this cover on there. And I just made it on Canva and then made a 3D image with another software. Okay? You don't have to even use the 3D image software. It doesn't matter. So that's what I used. This is a Equid store. You see, Equid by Lightspeed, and I don't pay anything. It's free because I only have this one book listed. So let's get back into this. If this is good so far, I want y'all to type "this is good." Type "this is good." Type "this is good." All right, let's get into it. So let's talk about dollar for dollar. So that's how you pre-sell. Oh, okay. So before I forget. So this is how you about to get another bag. So real quick, y'all. Before I get into the other trainings, I'm going to tell you something. So what I do for when people then pre-order the book, remember I set a goal for 50 to 100. My goal for this book was really only 50, but we pre-sold so fast, we went over the number. So then what I do, and this is actually a technique that I teach step by step in our Book Profits Club program. Shout out to all of my BPC members, okay? But I'm going to tell you how to do it, okay? So once the people start pre-ordering, you want to then create a form. And the form is going to be, you're going to use something like Typeform, or you're going to use Jotform, but use something. I used to use Google Forms, like the Google Forms, but the challenge with that is that when somebody doesn't have the Google app on their phone and they're trying to fill it out on their phone, it trips. And so I started using Jotform. I used Typeform first, and then I started using Jotform, which I like the most. But any one of those form softwares to create a form. Now, what you're going to do is once they purchase, you're going to say, okay, great. Now it's time to get your information so you can be listed in the book. So you're going to ask for certain things and you can decide what you want to include. It just depends. Let's say you got a book of affirmations, right? You might have a book on positive, I don't know. Maybe you want to have one of the questions be, what's one of your favorite quotes or one of your favorite scriptures? And so now you can intertwine. There's so many different things you can do with this. You can intertwine many of your pre-order supporters, their scriptures and quotes throughout the entire book. So now they really feel like they're a part of something. If it's a book on business or maybe it's not, or whatever it may be, you can include, like I have, a business listing section. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like real quick. Let me show you what the business listing section looks like. So it says, the Zoom comes close real quick. You see? So this is for everybody that pre-ordered and then they went and filled out the form. They were included in business listings. And so it has their name, their city and state. It has their title. It has their Instagram, the name of their company, and their website. And it took up maybe about 4 pages, but it was well worth it because now people are like, oh my God, I was listed on page 122 or 123 or 120, whatever it is. Now, for the people who did not fill out the form, I also then, in the beginning, created an acknowledgement section that just simply lists everybody's name, city, and state. Because I know some people were going to fill out, like I had a total of I ended up having like 61 pre-sales and maybe 50 people actually filled out the form, right? So the form is going to ask, what is your name as you want it printed? What city and state do you live in? Or what is your mailing address? So I can just want to confirm the mailing address because sometimes people put it wrong. What is your Instagram username? What is your business title? And you don't have to even include all these, but you're going to ask these questions, okay? Then you're going to say and I'm going to show y'all proof real quick. I'm going to show you proof. Then you're going to ask them, you're going to say, by the way, we have 10 spots available to sponsor an ad. We have 10 spots available to sponsor an ad, and the price is $97. Would you be interested in sponsoring an ad? And they're going to say, well, yes, I would. And then you're going to have another question that's going to say, we also have sponsored chapters where you can contribute an entire chapter for the price of either $3.97 or $4.97. It depends. Some of you can charge more than that, right? And so guess what? You're going to say, are you interested in sponsoring a chapter? Guess what? People are going to say yes. And so I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to pull up an old form for a book that I had called How Not to Be a Broke Business Owner. This is when I was using Google Forms. It's just the fastest way for me to pull up something. But remember, now I use Typeform, but I just want you guys to see how simple this is, y'all. You don't have to upsell. You don't have to create a separate flyer. You don't have to do none of that. All you do is simply create this form. They're going to fill out the form because they want to be listed in the book. Does this make sense? Hopefully this makes sense. Tell me yes or tell me no, right? Okay, let me show you my screen. All right. So here is the form. This is the Google form. And again, I give the full breakdown of all the questions. If you are a part of Book Profits Club, you'll get the full questions. But I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Here's the questions. It says, we have 4 sponsorship opportunities available for the book. Are you interested in learning? Now, I'm going to tell you, the 4 sponsorship opportunities, the reason what they were was I had already I made it easy. My book had 7 chapters. I created 3 of the chapters, and I had 4 in which I was going to invite other people to be a part of it. Now, for this book, the 10K book that just came out, I allowed every other chapter. After every chapter, I had a client that actually invested to sponsor their own content in the book. So there's all types of ways you can do it, right? And look, it says, are you interested in learning how to sponsor a chapter and contribute expert advice? You will also have your name listed. And I had 48 responses. And look, I had 9 people say yes. I already told them the price is $4.97. 9 people, Jesus. Are y'all here? Are y'all paying attention? Are y'all paying attention? Okay. Then I said, are you an author? Now, of course, because that's my audience. So I pinpoint my audience of authors. And I said, listen, are you interested in promoting your book? In the back, we have 10 spots. It's $97. 47 responded. 16 people say yes. $97. Now, I only offer 10 spots, but if you want to do 20 spots, you can do 20. That's still 20 times $100. That's $2,000. Are you not an author but a business owner and would like to possibly take, look at this, 8 people said yes. Guys, I haven't even gotten to the rest of the training yet. We've literally, if we were to just, let's just say we were like, you know what, I really, really need to take advantage of all of this. Let's just say out of the 9, we did all of our 4. So 4 times $497, let's calculate that, right? Matter of fact, let me pull up a calculator so we can do it together. Let me pull up a calculator for you guys. Okay, so we are at, we're going to do 4 times $497. That's $1,988. Okay, then we have, let's just say, we got so many people that say yes. Let's just say we say, you know what, instead of 10, we'll do 15. 15 times $97. That's $1,455. And then remember, I pre-sold. I actually went over my goal of 50. I hit 61 pre-sales times $24.99. That's $1,524. Okay, let's add all of this up real quick. I haven't even gotten to the other ways of how you're going to generate this income. $1,524 plus $1,988 plus $1,455. Are we at 5,000, guys? I mean, okay. Let's sell a couple more books. We're gonna hit $5,000. Is everybody with me here? Do you understand? And the great thing about this, guys, is I didn't have to convince nobody to upgrade. All I did was push the pre-sales and then said, listen, fill out this form so we can make sure we have your information for the book. Are you interested in sponsoring a chapter? Are you interested in sponsoring an ad? Hello, everybody? Okay. If you guys are ready for some more, I want you to type ready in the chat. If you're ready for some more, I want you to type ready in the chat. If you're ready for some more, type ready in the chat. Okay, so now that's one of the ways. So another way that you're going to actually pre-sell is called dialing for dollars. Now I need y'all to understand everybody's influence on social media is not the same. So please don't come to me talking about, Taria, I put the post out and didn't nobody like or comment. Well, that should just be revelation that we need to work on building our influence on social media. I can't guarantee that, because you might only have a few followers, 20 followers, 35. I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I get this sometimes. Some people will tell me, I put the post and nobody liked it. Well, then that means we have to start working on building up our social media and providing value and making sure that everybody who is our friend on Facebook is not our auntie, cousin Ray Ray, and Pookie and them. We've got to make sure that we are looking to start connecting with individuals who are the audience that we wish to serve, or individuals who are connected to the audience that we wish to serve. But because we still got to raise some capital, we got to do what we got to do. So some of us have to pick up the phone. Now, if you are in that space and you got to pick up the phone, I want you guys to remember this. Remember what I told you. It's so much more easier to make $5,000 fast than it is slow. Well, the truth is you can actually pre-sell more books dialing for dollars than actually posting on social media. But it is a numbers game. So here's a tip. If you're going to do pre-sales, I recommend that you allocate, like, first of all, we don't need to be pre-selling and doing calls all day long. This is not a telemarketing business, okay? I would say if you're going to pre-sell, set a goal of 50 to 100 and you do increments of 30-minute calls. You want to call people when you know most people are typically not working, most people who are typically maybe during a lunch break or maybe right after people are getting off work. You want to make sure that you allocate a specific time to dial for dollars for literally 30 minutes so that you are laser focused. You're not distracted. You're not all over the place watching what's on YouTube or watching what's on the television. For 30 minutes, you are completely undistracted, okay? Then you're going to call as many people as you can. How many of y'all ever been in telemarketing? Anybody here? I used to work at this company called West Telemarketing, and I also used to work for, what was the name of that company back in the day that everybody used to work for? Hold on, y'all. I'm supposed to be sharing my screen. Y'all missing out. What was the name of the company that everybody used to work for back in the day? I forget the name. And we used to sell long distance and stuff. Anyways, Those are the two telemarketing. And one thing I always learn is that you want to try to be on and off, right? You don't need to be on the phone trying to take up time. You don't get paid per minute. You get paid per sale. And so you want to call as many people as you can in that 30 minutes. You're going to take their credit card information over the phone. Oh, but Taria, my people don't really like to get a credit card. Please don't make up that lie. Every single one of us within the past 30 to 45 days has given our credit card number over the phone, or someone we know has given their credit card number over the phone to someone they never met. They might have called a 1-800 number, but please understand, y'all, you still don't know that person. These are people that you know. And so you telling me that your character is that messy? Okay, let me get back to this. I ain't trying to be shady. I'm just telling the truth. Y'all, get that credit card number over the phone. Stop playing with me. And then you're going to process their order through PayPal or Square. Now, PayPal has an app that you can download that allows you to process credit card numbers right through the PayPal, okay? As well as Square, which is another software that allows you to take payments. Call everyone on your phone from A to Z. I don't care if you ain't talked to them in years. Call them, y'all. Like people when they tell me, Taria, I don't have no money. I said, well, why don't you go from A through Z on your phone and invite people the opportunity to be a part of your book? 97% of most people will never write a book. So the fact that you have the audacity to call people and invite them is such a huge blessing. Yes. And so you're going to call everyone, even the ones that you think won't, because the truth is the ones you think won't will, and the ones you think will won't. And the cool thing about Dialing for Dollars is that you can actually get multiple orders from people. I remember we were at our Authors All-Stars conference, and the young lady kept asking me all these questions. Well, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Child, her very first call she made, she picked up and said, hey, and I'm going to show you all the script. She used the script, and she said, how many books can I put you down for? Can I put you down for 2 or 5 books? They said, put me down for 20 books. I've had people that have called their churches, and the church said, put us down for 50 books. I've had people who've called their old bosses and people that they've worked with, and they're like, put me down for multiple books. I'm supporting this. But people won't know unless you ask them. You got to be willing to ask for the sale. All right? Now, here's the script. It says, hey, first name. So, hey, John. Now, this might be somebody you ain't talked to in a minute. So, you be like, hey, John, how you been? Oh, I've been great. Okay, awesome. Had a babies. Okay, great. Well, look, real quick, do you have a few minutes? I know we haven't talked in a while, but I'm pretty busy. Do you have a few minutes? Well, listen, I'm calling because I need your help. You can even pause on that portion right there just to see what they say. You say, look, I'm calling because I need your help. They're going to say, okay. Well, look, I'm excited to announce that I'm launching my book about relationships, or I'm launching my book. And if you have the title, you say the title this fall. And I'm actually pre-selling the book right now. Now, for those who pre-order, you're going to be included in my book. We're going to include like your name and business name and stuff like that. Now, the price is $20 plus shipping and handling. Can I count on your support in buying a book today? You're literally just going to go straight through that. Now, we have a full script that gives you additional details on what to do. But when they say yes, you're going to say, great, can I put you down for 2 or 5 books? If they say, well, what's the book about? It's about relationships. Oh, well, what's the price again? It's 20. Well, I mean, okay, no problem, John. Look, you can always get the book when it comes out. But thank you. And if you know anybody, please just let them know. And I appreciate you. Hang up on them, because you are literally for 30 minutes, you're trying to call as many, make it a game. Everybody type this in the chat space. Make it a game. Make it fun, y'all. Have fun with this. Try to call as many people that you can and get as many no's or yeses that you can, following the script to the T in 30 minutes or less. Don't get emotional about what people say. Only get emotional about what you do. In fact, I always say that. I never get emotional about what people, say they gonna do. I only get emotional about results. And the results are, if I said in 30 minutes, I'm trying to call 30 people, then I'm going to focus on 30 minutes, 30 people. How many can I get to? And I'm going to celebrate the action that I've taken, not the fact that somebody said yes or no. I don't care about that. I just want to know that I can get through this. Now, what you're going to do is, if you are dialing for dollars, ladies and gentlemen, then you're going to allocate how many times you might dial for dollars for 2 times that day for 30 minutes. And you might go from, let's just say we're going to start today or whatever day. Maybe you go from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. For 3 days, you just focus on that. And then once they buy it, you're going to confirm what's your email address. I'm going to send you the details so you can fill out the form, so you can put all the information that's going to be included in the book. And then you give them the same exact form that you gave on social media. Hello, somebody? All right. Now, here is the next way. Listen, thank you so much for your participation. I see you, Emma. Make it a game. Y'all, make it a game. I'm going to tell you guys, you want to make sure that you stay plugged into what we're talking about here, okay? So engage. Please engage, Jesus. All right. Listen. Create a list of influencers who actually market to your target market. This right here, I'm about to blow you guys away. Okay? We're almost done, but this I'm going to blow you away. I promise you I'm going to blow you away. This right here is good. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. First of all, you got to identify who it is that's going to read this book. Everybody is not your reader. And this is one of the challenges I do see from a lot of authors. A lot of authors are like, well, everybody going to read my book, or everybody need to read this book. Y'all, listen, the truth is that if you are not niching down your audience, you're not talking to anyone, because the challenges that a 25-year-old has, let's just be real. Even if I was to say something like this, honestly, I'm going to correct this. I am going to say, excuse me for coughing in your ear. I'm going to say, let's just say her age is not 25 to 45. I'm going to have a specific age, and I'm going to have a specific income. Makes $75,000. Because honestly, y'all, the challenges that a 25-year-old has is not the same as a challenge of a 45-year-old. The type of person or the type of investor that someone that makes $30,000 a year is not going to be the same type of investor of someone who makes $100,000 a year. Am I making sense here? And so you have to understand, guys, that if you're not specific about who you serve, then you're not going to be able to identify. Look, she don't got no kids. She's single, 35, makes $75,000, career woman. She looks real fashionable, super cute, tailored. You see her suit is tailored. She's a Christian woman. So I can have conversations with her. A lot of people think, y'all think I'm being funny when I say Jesus juice, right? Well, if you follow me, you know that I am a believer that Jesus did walk this earth, right? But I say Jesus juice because I'm also, because I'm Christian. Now, I know people going to judge me, but I know the people that do like to drink a little Jesus juice, child, that do believe Jesus was on this earth, they going to relate. And so I do a lot of stuff because I know specifically who I serve. Now, please understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Because I know who I serve and I've attracted. Ooh, this is good. Ooh, this is good. Hold on. I'm getting tingles right now. I'm getting tingles. Hold on, y'all. Y'all need to see my face. I just got some tingles. Listen to me. Because I know who I serve, my conversation is always centered around my specific target audience. But because I know who I've served, I've had people who have invested into my program. And because they've invested into the program and they've taken action, they've gotten results. Because they've gotten results, I can now post the results and they share their results and they start inviting other people. The only reason why I've been able to attract other nationalities or other sexes and races or other ages is because I first identified one specific audience. Do I change my marketing? I do not. I don't change who I'm marketing to. I still market to the same person I marketed to back in 2014. However, because I've gone out and helped people, I've changed lives, I've created transformation, people now tell their people. And they tell their people. And the receipts are what validate me being able to work with more different people. I hope this is good. I hope that right there, I think that's the first time I've explained it in that way, which has me I got goosebumps right now. Because I want you guys to understand this. Like, we get so afraid of narrowing it down. Do we got any nurses here? Let's say that you're a nurse and you want to specifically show nurses how to launch their own Airbnb businesses. That may be random as hell, but it is not. Because I'm a nurse that launched an Airbnb business That is a specific niched audience. I know the schedule that I have as a nurse. I know what I can do and what I can't do. And I know that I want to supplement my income, but because of my schedule. And so everything that you communicate to these nurses and these organizations is specific to them. But see, the challenges that a nurse has is not the same as a single woman who's married to a man who is a multi-millionaire and she just home bored. She really don't need to make no money. She just want to have something to do. She want to have he even give her an allowance, but she like, I guess I'll do a little Airbnb. She not going to be as committed as the nurse who needs to supplement her income. And the challenges that they going to have are two different challenges. She's married to a millionaire. She can go and get an expensive apartment and furnish it and everything that she needs to get with just like that. But a nurse, she might have to do different steps. Are y'all with me? So any nurses in the house, I hope I gave y'all some ideas. You don't have to do Airbnb, but I'm just giving you some examples. All right. Okay, I'm going to hurry up, y'all, because I know y'all been here getting this training, and I want y'all to start taking action immediately. Okay, I want y'all to get into action mode, because all of this is great, but if you don't take this information and apply it, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if we don't apply any of this, right? So you got to figure out what you do, right? So this example, it says, you help women gain confidence to demand their value in the workplace by helping them position themselves for a raise in 6 months or less. So very, very simply put, you might be someone who helps women in corporate America get raises in their high level jobs, right? So who else could market to this type of woman? Well, there's all types of businesses and all types of entrepreneurs that could market to this type of woman. A lawyer. Maybe she needs to make sure that she protects herself on the job. A doctor, because she's high level, she also wants to take care of her health. Real estate, when you get some more money, guess what? You want to get better property. A pastor, a business. There's so many people that could actually be able to market to her based on their transformation. Yes, yes? And so now you create a list, and you might not have all of these different ones, but you have a list of who can actually serve this woman, right? And bring value. Now, remember, your book is going to be about getting that raise and what you deserve, but then you find other individuals that also could service this woman. And what you're going to do is reach out to them, and you're going to ask them, hey, Pastor John. Now, you only pick one person per industry. Okay, you don't want to have 5 pastors. You're going to pick one per industry that's going to say yes. Now, in order to get one to say yes, you may actually have to get 3 to 5 different pastors, 3 to 5 different lawyers, 3 to 5 different doctors. Are y'all still with me? I need to know. Are y'all still with me? I hope y'all ain't got tired yet. Are y'all listening? Is this mic on? Can you hear me? You're going to create a list of people who, being in front of this particular reader, could still find it very advantageous for them. Yes, yes? And you're going to reach out to them. Drop the mic. It's going to say in an email, hey, John, I'm emailing you because I would like to interview you. I have a book that is set to launch. You can put the season this fall. And this book will target women who are in corporate America that want to get a raise. They're wanting to, increase their income to, a high 6-figure salary. I feel that this may also be a great target for you as well. This book is going to, and then you're going to say, it's going to teach them how to get a raise and have better balance, right? Whatever. I would like to know if I could set up some time to interview you about you being a doctor and being able to serve them, because of course, when someone's making more money, they also want to make sure that they're taking care of their wellness. Hello? Or I want to interview you about legal things that every woman should know when it comes to their rights as being an employee in the corporate world. What are some of the other ones I had over here? I want to talk to you because, one of the things I've learned is that when women start making more money, they now want to start investing. So I'm helping these women to earn additional capital so they can now invest into other streams and ways of income so that all of their money is not in one basket. Hello? Okay. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I would like to include you in the book. Please get back to me, as I would need to conduct the interviews by, and you give them a specific date. Now, it's going to be a first come, first serve. And so you get somebody that says yes. Now your goal is to maybe get 7 to 10 different, types of categories, and you're going to create a list of questions. It might be 4 to 6 questions that you're going to ask them. Now, your goal is to find out, first you want to find out if they received your email, and you want to let them know what the call is going to be about. You want to schedule the call, and then once you do the interview, you're going to transcribe the interview, okay? You're going to use a conference calling feature. You're going to transcribe the interview, and then you're going to find one portion. Listen to me, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I hope y'all are listening. I hope y'all are paying attention, because I'm about to blow you away. You're going to find, out of the 4 to 6 questions, one quote that you're going to include. You're not going to include everything, but you are going to send them all the responses, okay? So I'm just going to kind of explain this to you without even showing you this. So you're going to then transcribe it. So you're going to have the question, you're going to have their answer, you're going to highlight what it is that you're going to include. And in the book, somewhere in the book, you're going to have a conversation about maybe spirituality with building your income. And you're going to say, according to Pastor John out of Hampton, Virginia, who is the leader of this church, he believes ... And you put that in your book. You're going to say, now, y'all, this is so good, because somebody is going to follow this, and you're going to make beyond $5,000. Okay? All right. Guys, is this type of training, what would you spend for a training like this, where I'm literally showing you how to generate $5,000 to $10,000? And I made this 100% free. I didn't charge you anything to be here, guys. This right here is going to be revolutionary if you follow this instruction. I promise you. I promise you. So, you're going to send the email to go over their answers, okay? Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you want to actually schedule some time to get back on the phone. So you say, listen, hey, I wanted to call you real quick, or I wanted to get on the line with you real quick so we could go over your answers and share with you the answer that I've actually highlighted, okay? And so you're going to let them know that's what you're going to be doing on the call. So you're going to say, listen, so John, I'm excited to announce a chance to get a bigger opportunity to be a part of the book. I'm actually offering 7 people a chance to have a full chapter. And you will also get, you could put whatever number, you say 10 copies of the book. Now, we'll make sure to mention you in our table of contents, as well as you be listed on the cover as a contributing author. This book will be marketed to thousands of women who definitely need what it is that you have. And you're also able to be listed as an author now because you're in this book. Would you like to know more about this opportunity? Do y'all hear me? Who gonna say no? And guess what you're going to charge? The spot is anywhere between $500 to $1,000. Okay. You're going to, remember, you're going to give them a certain number of books. Let's just say you give them 20 books. Maybe they pay $1,000, right? If you were to get 5 people to be in the book, that is a total of, at $500, $2,500. At $1,000, it's $5,000. If you give them 20 books, that's going to cost you about $500 for the printing and stuff like that. So that means your profit of $2,000 to $4,500 minus your processing fees. That's before the pre-selling of the 50 books. That's before anybody doing the sponsored ad and chapters. This is literally reaching out to people of us with the sphere of influence, or entrepreneurs, or corporate climbers that want to be able to service the audience that's actually reading your book. Are you with me? Now, you can print the entire question and answer session if you want, which makes it easier. You could just do a Q&A format. You can include the quote with an ad of the person if you wish. Maybe you don't want to do like the Q&A, but you can just have an ad that's in there as well. But remember, this is forever for this person. So forever, for the longevity of the book, you're going to be able to have this person in your book. And now that they see their content, the reason why you want to send them their actual answers is because you want them to see, wow, I already got the chapter done. All we would need to do is probably get their biography, all of their contact details added in, so that we can make sure that everybody can contact them. This is exciting. Now, the tools that you're going to use for this is you're going to use a tool to schedule the appointments. So whether it's like Once Hub or Calendly or something like that. You're going to use a tool to record the call. I use a software called Uber Conference. It's still called Uber. No, it's not. It's called something else. But if you go to uberconference.com, it'll redirect you to the name. It's Dialpad. It's called Dialpad now. And so you can have them call into the number or free conference call, whatever it is, and you record it. Then you get either a tool or you hire someone to transcribe the interview. And then you need to send out the invoices. So remember I told you at the beginning, you're going to have PayPal or you're going to have like Ecwid. What I did was for people that wanted to sponsor a chapter, I just created another payment button or another product for the sponsor. And then they could go straight to the page and pay. And so that is how you're going to be able to set it up so you can have people of influence to actually be a part of your book. Now, what's next? Because now this is how I literally have shown you 3 ways. So what's next? If you are wanting to write a book, maybe you're here, you're like, Taria, this is amazing. You could literally start pre-selling your book right now. Okay? You can start pre-selling your book right now. We have a book camp that's coming up, so you can pre-sell your book to invest into the book camp. You can make profiting income with your book before it even comes out. Okay? You're going to schedule what is called a vision discovery session. Okay, the link is actually visiondiscoverysession.com. Vision Discovery Session. So for those of you who wish to learn how to write a book through our 3-day book camp, you're going to go there. Okay. Now it is going to ask if you've had a chance to see the masterclass. You want to make sure that you do take time to see the masterclass. It's not as long as this training, but it's going to give you a better idea and understanding of how we actually service future authors and current authors and why you need to be a part of what we're doing. Now, if you're already an author, well, we have another program called Book Profits Club, and I'm going to show you BPC really quick, but you see this email, billing@bookprofitsclub.com. If you email our billing team and say, please send me 50% off, they will give you 50%, the code, the current code for this month, because it does change every month, for this month to get 50% off your first month as a BPC Elite member. Now, this is only 50% off for Elite. We have different packages available, which I'm going to show you guys, okay? If this was good so far, I want you guys to type into the chat space, this was good, this was good, this was good. If you guys truly enjoyed this training, please let me know. This right here, I have been doing this since I've ever been an author. Now, through the years, we've gotten better with it, okay? I used to just only pre-sale. Now we teach our students how to get sponsors, how to get ads. We actually have in Book Profits Club the questions. You get all the questions. We also show you how to create the PayPal button and forward and all these different types of things. So we show you step by step. But I want to make sure that you guys have some really good information. So let me show you Book Profits Club. If you go to bookprofitsclub.com, you'll be able to see where you can register. But you want to email billing so you can get your 50% off, okay? This is the only program that I've seen like it, I'm going to be honest, that I've seen like it, that is specifically designed to teach authors how to promote, profit, and get their books to perform. So the truth is, what I saw, matter of fact, let me pull my screen up real quick and then I'll get to it, because I want to talk to you guys real quick why I decided to create the Book Profits Club. So I started helping speakers and coaches and networkers to write books in 2014. And so what was happening is that people were coming out with their books in the first month, you know, they do the launch or the pre-sale and it'd be great. And then after a month, they wouldn't be selling anymore. And I started to say, man, what is going on? Like, why? Like, I'll go to their page. I don't even see them talking about their book anymore. But the crazy thing is that every single book that I've come out with that I've written myself, I've continuously promoted it and I still sell it. My very first book, which was A Vision of Freedom, now it's Six Figure Vision. I came out with a second edition and I'll probably come out with a third edition, to be honest, y'all. I think, John C. Maxwell came out with the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership 26 times. I also had a book on depression that I'm probably going to re-release as well on mental health in the space of being a speaker, coach, and network marketer. I'm just going to use that content and re-release it to a second edition. Hello. So anyways, I was seeing a lot of authors writing books, speakers, coaches, not knowing how to leverage them. They thought that the only, like I remember I had a friend that she was like, man, when I come out with this book, this is my chance. And in her mind, I guess she was assuming that this book was going to take her to $1 million. But the truth is, it's so difficult to sell $1 million worth of books versus leveraging your book to earn $1 million in multiple streams. how to be able to use your book. I literally sent off my book just now, this book, as well as a 6-figure vision. I created a package where I sent this as well as my, I don't know where it's at, my speaker sheet and all types of stuff to 5 individuals who are hosting events in Atlanta, right? Just yesterday, sent it out 5 individuals. One of the individuals, we reached out to her and she was like, what's her fee? And I'm telling my friend today, I was talking to my friend on the phone. I was like, fee? I'm not paying no fee. If anything, I'm going to teach you how to get that thing packed out. I'd rather it be a whole lot of new people at this event that I've never been. So I'm going to show her, listen, I'm not going to charge you a fee. In fact, even better, I'm going to show you how to pack it out. And so I'm going to give her some information. This is how I operate, because I know that she's got a network of people that she can message that don't know me. And so now I get an opportunity, and guess what? She's going to keep asking me to come back to the event if I can show her how to have success. And so I created Book Profits Club with the intention of showing authors how to be profitable, how to learn how to promote, how to get their books to perform. Please stop getting on someone else's stage and you don't got your book in your hand. All right, so let me show you Book Profits Club, and I'm giving you 50% off if you join the Book Profits Club Elite. Now, we have 2 different tiers of membership, okay? So, in the 2 different tiers of membership, Book Profits Club, this is $47. It comes with daily motivation. We have a private chat group. We have we actually do our accountability calls on Monday. And I got to update this because we only do it one day. We have the daily motivation, though. That's every single day. And then we do our accountability calls on Monday. We also have bi-monthly training sessions on different topics, just depending on what it is, as well as our affiliate partnership program where you can earn up to 50% of everyone you invite. So it doesn't matter if they join the regular Book Profits Club or if they join Book Profits Club Elite. You get 50% of everyone you invite when you are part of BPC. Then we have Book Profits Club Elite, which comes with BPC University. And in BPC University, how many of you guys want to know how to create your own journal and planner? Well, I literally have a training on how to create your own journal that I have used to create my own journals, as well as printers, as well as template designs of all different types of planners and journals. I show you where to go get your planners printed. I talk to you about marketing your planners. How about you guys want to learn how to create your own t-shirt to go along? See, these are 2 additional streams of income. You have your book, you got a planner and journal, you got a t-shirt. Those are 3 streams of income. I teach you, I give you, I think, over 1,200 designs. I teach you how to customize. I even connect you to my t-shirt printer that I use, who creates custom quality work. Hello. On top of that, you have 1,000+ list of top podcasts that you can actually reach out to. We search for events taking place. This is worth the investment alone, because that's where I was able to get 5 people. I literally, what I did was I went to my calendar, guys, and I decided, okay, these are the days that I wish to do an event. I want to do an event at somebody else's event on this day, on this day, on this day, on this day. And so then I went into the spreadsheet that our staff updates every single day, and I said, what events are taking place on these days? And so then I was able to then take those events, put it on my own spreadsheet, and reach out to those people. We reached out to about 20 people. Out of the 25 said, yes, please send us a package. 1 said out of the 5, what are your fees? Excuse me, if you could do that once a month and get a new speaking engagement, I don't know about y'all, but that would be worth the investment by itself. On top of that, we also have a top of media podcast that you can plug in, media list. So I'm not talking about just, some regular media. I'm talking about all the top media outlets, Fox News, CBS, the radio stations, so that you can be able to pitch yourself to them as well. We have additional training like tomorrow, because I ended up having a free day, or even next week or next month. It doesn't matter. I'll do different things where I might say, you know what, y'all? Guess what? I'm going to do a training with elite and inner circle members. So we're going to do a special training teaching everybody how to message individuals on social media so that you can get leads. Listen, y'all, I do pay for ads. Okay. I want y'all to know I do pay for ads, but before I could pay for ads, y'all, guess what I was doing? For free 99. I was up in them DMs, child. I've been in them DMs since 2014 all the way up. I didn't start doing ads until like 2020. I've only been doing ads for a short period of time. So for well over 5+ years, y'all, I built my 6-figure business from in the DMs. Didn't cost me a dime. Now, it was time to go from 6 to 7, which is why I had to invest in ads. Does that make sense, y'all? And so before I got to 6, I was up in them DMs. And so I'm going to teach our BPC Elite and Inner Circle. That's just one of the trainings. We'll have, and BPC regular members, you guys get to get a part of the quarterly trainings that we do. But when you are Elite and Inner Circle, of course, Inner Circle is another program, and we don't even talk about that until you've actually gone through our programs and we pre-qualify you. But Elite is amazing. You can get 50% off, or you can just join the Book Profits Club, the general group, which is just as well. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's an amazing group. We have a goal of helping our authors and future authors generate over $10,000 plus per month. We actually have a challenge that we do every single month as well. And so it's just different challenges that we do so that we can get individuals excited about being able to get their books in front of more people, sell their books and sell their programs and their services. We talk about so much when it comes to being a part of BPC. And then the chat group alone is just amazing. So with that stated, guys, if you are interested in learning more and taking advantage, you cannot message me. Don't message me because I ain't got the code. The person who has the code is our head of billing. So you're going to email them at billing@Book Profits Club. You can get 50% off. Y'all, the way that I look at it like this, how many of us plan on selling books every single month? If you plan on selling books every single month, let's calculate that. If the program is $297, and we're going to divide that. Now, I like to keep it real because, you know, some people try to do the whole, the total amount. On average, you're going to profit about $15 per book. Okay? The other $10 goes towards the printing and the shipping. You're going to be charging about $25, $24.99. So let's just round it up to $25. So you make about $15 per book. So if we take $297 and we divide it by 15, that means that you do not, if you are not a part of Book Profits Club Elite, you're telling me, Taria, I don't believe I'm going to sell 20 books a month. Well, literally with the technique that we're going to be teaching in our BPC Elite bonus training, that, by the way, I'm going to have the replay available for everybody. You can sell 20 books in a day. All you got to do is, okay, the monthly membership is coming up. This week, I'm going to focus on my 20. But the thing is this, the nature of the game is not just selling 20 books, but leveraging them. If I know that 20% of the people who actually buy my book who are qualified become a client, and let's say your program or service is $497 or $500, we'll start there. 20% of 20 people is 4 times 500, what is that? That's an additional $2,000. Now, I don't know about you guys, but one thing I've come to learn is that the reason for my income increasing is because I made a decision to stay plugged into people who have me thinking at different levels. If we lean on our own understanding, or if we're plugged into someone who is not going next level, it makes it difficult for us to go next level. And I find that a lot of times, y'all, and this is no disrespect. I think this is also, I was sharing this the other day. This is a part of my own mental health. I like to keep it all the way real. I don't like to sugarcoat and I don't like to lie. Pay attention to who you follow. Because if who you're following is not elevating and growing, then that means how can you elevate and grow? Some of you guys, you've probably saw this training way back in 2015 and you've noticed it has changed because it continues to grow. We continue to take it next level. And my intention with you guys watching this training, whether or not you become a part of Book Profits Club, is also to understand when it's all said and done, make sure that you are plugged into something or someone who is growing and going to the next level. And sometimes it is going to require investing in yourself, okay? And so first of all, I appreciate you guys for being with me. We've been together now for about an hour and 18 minutes. So shout out and kudos to you guys for being here for so long. I know that and I hope that, but I know that you guys are serious. You wouldn't still be here watching this training. So the question is, which one is the best fit? If you're already an author, the next phase, guys, is Book Profits Club. You got to be plugged into this club. I'm telling you, it's life-changing, okay? You're going to email billing at Book Profits Club to get 50%. Now, if you're just going to do the Book Profits Club membership at the $47, you can't get 50% off of that. It's just $47. However, if you want to get a taste of what BPC University looks like and everything, you're going to get 50% off your first month. For those of you who have not yet written the right book, because I'm going to tell you this, like, y'all ever went to a stylist before, child, and they, you know, or seen someone, because I ain't going to say y'all. Well, let's say you ever been to like a stylist or know someone that's went to a stylist and they want their hair to be like transformed, but they don't really have the texture for the hair. It's like you want to make a miracle out of something. You be like, girl, that's not your texture, child. Well, listen, if you don't got the right book, I can teach you all these principles, but if don't nobody want to read it, ain't nobody going to buy it. Ain't no one, it's going to be hard to leverage it. And so that is why we also have our 3-day boot camp, because in that program, it is an intensive program. We identify who do you serve and how do you serve them. We identify the 20 characteristics of your $3,000 client. This is not just the, hey, everybody, come on to the camp, let's write. Nah, it's a process. And this is one thing that I've understood through the years, the principles of having the right book. If your book is not getting, like I always tell people, go take your book and just sit it on the counter, child. Sit it on the counter. And if people walking by and they just looking at it and didn't nobody pick it up, we got to rework that thing out. And then also having a game plan. That's what the 3-day boot camp is all about. But if you already know and you know this book is selling, but you need help, the Book Profits Club is where you need to be, okay? So this is where you're going to go again, guys. I pray that you enjoyed this training. Again, future authors, schedule a discovery. We're not going to let you enroll into the boot camp, by the way, until we get a chance to talk to you. And so one thing, I'm serious about people making investment in their money. I want to make sure that we are a good fit for you. So you're going to go to visiondiscoverysession.com. Fill out the form, and then you'll be able to schedule your call right after you complete the form. And then if you are already an author, you want to email billing at bookprofitsclub.com for your 50% off your first month of your elite membership. Okay? All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see each and every one of your testimonials. Please listen, if you go out here and you follow this training and you start making some money, can you please do your girl a favor? Hit me up on Instagram, shoot your girl a DM on the gram, and let me know what you did. I love hearing success stories, y'all. Like, hit me up on Instagram. Yo, I followed the training. I've already pre-sold 75 books. I followed the training. I've already raised more than $7,000. I promise you, these are going to be some of the testimonials that you're going to send to me. It's really just that easy. And I want you to understand, at the end of the day, y'all, it's just money. We got to stop putting so much value on money and making it as though it's something we can't conquer. Money wants to be wanted. Like, I don't know how many of you guys wake up every day and you speak abundance into your life. And not just an abundance of money, but an abundance of health, an abundance of love, an abundance of peace. Like, what are you speaking? Because you're only going to attract that of what you speak. And so if you go out here and do this and know that this is what you deserve, you're going to have success. All right, y'all? Okay, well, thank you so much. And please leave a comment if you love this and share this with at least 5 people. By the way, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like this video, please. Please, please, please like this video, as well as turn on the notifications because I got a lot more in store. Bye, y'all.